Hi Pisces. So I'm doing a full card reading for each zodiac for their month. Okay, there when we're under their sign and it's Pisces. So Pisces, in your first position you have Ace of Swords. And Ace of Swords means new love or maybe a new interest in your life. And I'm also giving you the numerology reading for each position. I'm doing this card reading a little bit different, so you'll see it. So one asks you to take leadership, to just be your own leader. And with this new love in your life and your new interests, as the Ace of Sword is asking you to really be in the moment, be present, and take some form of leadership. And the leadership could be simply just learning from your past and applying that to the present situation right now, but not to be shy about it and just go about it in the best way you know how, but really be in the moment. All right, so something new, either love or creativity. And the Queen of Cups is in the second position. And the Queen of Cups is what's your challenge right now. And the challenge right now is falling in love or being attached to something. So if this is like a great time for you and you found love, then great. This you have the Ace of Swords in the first position, and then you have the Queen of Cups in the second position. So if you found love, this is great. If you are, there's many meanings to it, but with the other card right next to it. And if there's an attachment to someone, maybe you like someone and you haven't expressed it yet. So these two cards are right there for you with that message. So maybe you're attached to something right now, feeling an attachment. All right. And then in the third position, we have five of cups. So we have five of cups. Let me have you see that better. Five of cups. And this is like losing more than you've gained in a sense. But for this situation, for in the distant past, where it's in the past, this is saying that you're either separated or you've lost something that was very dear to you in the past. Okay, so you have in the present moment love. So maybe if you've been in a relationship and it has ended, I don't know how long ago that was, but that was the past. Now you have a new love. Now in the fourth position, we have three of coins or pentacles, yes? And this is reminding you of any kind of past lessons you've learned where it was about work or where it was you relearning a lesson or you'd have to earn something again, which is like relearning a lesson. Maybe you had to take a course again for work, or maybe maybe there was some kind of relationship issue or friendship issue where you know you shouldn't have said something, done something, and you just had to relearn a lesson. But in this position, in the fourth position, where it's more of your recent past, it's like you're relearning something again. Okay, maybe it's a skill or maybe it's just a lesson that you had to learn again. So right now we have a new love or a new kind of passion for some form of love, and you realize that you've lost and you've gained again because we're in the present, and you had in the past you had to relearn a lesson. All right, and now we have the Queen of Swords in the fifth position, and this is the best outcome for you at the moment right now. And the best outcome for you at this point is making the right choices. And it's a choice of wisdom. It's going to be a choice of maturity. So you're going to be mature about this. So when it comes to the Queen of Swords, it's even if it's a issue of the heart or just your morals or whatever it is, you're going to make the best decision you can, and it's going to be one that you know it's the right decision to make. Okay, you can breathe better, you can feel better about yourself when you make that right decision. And I'm looking at, oh, this is like a very strong reading. I'm feeling this one. And your immediate future, you have the Emperor for your immediate future. And what the Emperor is saying is that you have to judge what you're doing. If you're thinking of a love relationship, if love is in your life right now, what you have to do is look at the bigger picture. Where you are right now, how is that for this relationship? So right now, this is asking you to be your own authority. What are you going to accept um, into your life right now? So your actions, your behavior towards this new skill or this new love relationship, since this is a general reading, it's it's really saying you have to make the best decision that you can, right? The right one. So is this love going to be good for you? Is it not? A personal reading would be more clear, but this is a general reading. So whatever the decision is that you are going through, the Emperor is saying, is calling on your higher self spiritually, right? Because we are all emotional beings. We all have feelings. So whatever this new life, love, skill, whatever it is saying, you got to make the right decision here. What you know is right to do, not just the superficial, oh, I'm excited, I'm in love, this is great. But you got to make the right decision right there, okay? And then we have Five of Swords, which is in the seventh position. And you can see what the picture depicts right there of losing a battle. Someone's won and some have lost. Okay? And it's kind of like a smile, like, I won, I got it. Okay? So in the seventh position, when you have the Five of Swords, this is about pleasure in the moment, a selfish behavior, maybe neglecting things that's important to you. Okay? Or maybe not even just important to you, but important to someone else. So there is a profit, and you're profiting to self, okay? So it's like, haha, I got it, you didn't. But, it's always great to win. Sure, not all the time it's great to win, but I mean, yeah, okay, I won. Woo, great, right? But when you win it, you realize, is this what I really wanted? So it's, this card is saying, okay, there's no um, thought to the bigger picture. And this is asking you to look at the bigger picture of what you are happy about. Okay, so this is a new relationship. So if this is the relationship reading off it as a love relationship, okay, so you got the person. Okay, now you're with them. Is this good? Is this honestly the best outcome? If it's a skill, then yes, you've obtained it, but for how long will you be happy in this? Okay. And now in the eighth position, we have Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is about feeling guilty, feeling sad. Maybe you're feeling like you're acting out in ways that a trapped person act when you feel like you have no room to breathe, right? So you're acting out on that. You're feeling guilty. You're feeling responsible. You're not dealing with the situation. You're moving. You're moving in a direction that you feel when you're trapped. Okay, so if you've got something that you want, maybe you're feeling like, okay, is this what I really want? Maybe it's a second thought if it has to do with love, but you know that you might not have enough time to heal or to deal with your situation. Maybe You feel trapped in your job, but you achieve more, you keep getting more, maybe a new position or whatever, but it's still stressful, or it's not really what you want to do, but you're successful at it. But there's some kind of question about what you've received, right? So this is what you are feeling at this moment. Then in the ninth position, we have the nine of staves or nine of wands. All right. So the nine of wands is you moving from your past or moving on after you've learned a lesson. All right. So this is you just moving on. All right. You're just going ahead. All right. And when it's in the ninth position, this is like your hopes and your fears. Okay. And I don't think I mentioned, I'm going to backtrack because this is like your external influences. Okay. This card. So maybe you should, um, this is saying, this is how you're portraying yourself. Okay. When you feel trapped. All right, being in this card in your eighth position. All right. And if I didn't mention the seventh position, these are factors that are affecting your situation right now. So what's affecting your situation right now is that you're not thinking of the bigger outcome. You're just kind of being um, thinking of self in the moment. Okay. So this card is saying you're thinking of yourself in the moment right now, and you're not, this is what's going to affect your situation the most that you're going through right now, is not thinking of, just because you got what you wanted doesn't mean that you can't think of others in this situation. So if it's a new relationship, you might gonna kind of think of yourself mostly in it and how you feel, and not really see that other person's side of the situation once a relationship is kind of mellowed out. All right, so that card is saying that to you, and the external influences will be really your reaction to that relationship, and you're feeling trapped. So you're the external, how your partner is acting, and then how you are feeling trapped by just your regular everyday situation in the relationship. And then you can turn that into the job as well. Maybe you're feeling trapped by the workload or whatever it is. Okay, so backtracking on that so you have a deeper understanding of this. So with the ninth position of the nine of staves, this is saying you are really moving forward, moving away, moving um, away after learning a lesson. So if this is a new relationship and it fizzles out and it's like completely ended, Pisces, you're like, okay, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. And this is a long video and I want it to be long. So hopefully I can upload it. I'm like, I hope I can upload it and we'll get up there. Because we're at like almost 14 minutes now. So, and this is great. So this is after that, right? And now we are looking at Six of Swords, okay? And that's in the 10th position. So this is in the 10th position, and this is where usually the card reading is the last reading. It's like the final outcome, okay? And if it's like, usually I notice in the Spanish tarot cards, they have 11 cards, and in the English one, they have 10. But um, this is the final outcome, if you will, okay? And the final outcome is that you're moving forward into the future away from this past experience, okay? And the past, you've learned so much, and now you're moving forward. So whether it's this new relationship or it's your work, you're going to be moving forward, okay? So let's backtrack now and look at the numerology, because I didn't give you all the numerology. So one is asking you to take leadership, okay, in this new love, if it's love or work. The Queen is in the second position. You're going to try to find balance, okay? In the third position, when you have lost more than you have gained, or you feel like you're relearning. Um, Let me backtrack. If you This is like a separation or a losing in the past. Okay, so you've lost some, you've gained some. Okay, so maybe in this relationship you have to kind of be balanced. You have to give some. It's not all about you in this relationship. Okay, so you're gonna have to do a give and take. And the three is mind, body, and spirit. Okay, the three is asking you to communicate in this new relationship. This is the numerology part. Okay, because in the beginning I gave you some numerology, but now let me do full numerology. So this is saying at this point in the relationship where it's your distant past, maybe the communicating would have helped you. And now in your present relationship, um, maybe communicating, that's the lesson you learn if you're looking at it as a present. But in the third position, this is the distant past, and communication was key in losing, and losing more than you gained. Okay, but if you want to take it to the present level, then mind, body, and spirit for three, and communicating will help. Now in the fourth position, your recent past, where you had to relearn a skill or gain one, or you know just relearning a skill or a lesson. Maybe there was a lot of gossip or whatever it is. Okay, you had to relearn a lesson. In this fourth position is saying discipline. Okay, for the numerology is discipline, and this is the recent past position. In the fifth position, we had the Queen, okay, the Queen of Swords. And what this is all about is freedom and change, okay? And that's what this is asking you for in your fifth position, which is the best outcome, okay? So when it comes to that love relationship, you will it's like you're making the right decision, right? So this is asking you to make the right decision, right? So, but also with that making that right decision comes freedom and change. So you're free to make the right decision, but it also offers change. Okay, so are you going to go with this relationship? Is this the right relationship for you? If it applies to your job, okay, it's a broad reading, so it's kind of hard to tap everyone, but this is it. The Emperor now, the Emperor is your immediate future in the sixth position. All right, and what this is saying is love. Okay, so but this is also, the Emperor is asking you to kind of be an authority, right? And you can do that with compassion, with love for self. Okay, am I making the right decision in this relationship, in this job? This is very powerful. Okay, so seven is all about wisdom. So you know what this card said, so I'm not going to reiterate it, but this is asking you in numerology for wisdom. Okay, not being so all about me just because you got what you wanted. If you're trapping yourself, this is 8, and it's a karmic number. And this is saying, asking you for your connection to everything that you do. If you're making yourself feel trapped, that's you. That's your karmic energy. You decide to get into this relationship, or you chose this job. So just like deal with it. Don't be upset at yourself. Just free yourself from feeling horrible. Do it, and then make the change that you need to make if it has to do with work or relationship. And in the ninth position, um, it's about completion. Okay, the ninth position is about completion. This 9, endings and beginnings, and this is like you moving away from what you have learned. Okay, I know I'm recording a lot. Okay, and then 10 is your life purpose. So you are moving away from the past where it was a lot of lessons learned, and you're asking yourself, what's my life purpose now that I'm moving forward? I love how this numerology matches up. This is really cool. And you living up to what you know is your divine truth, your path in life. Now, what I did was I added 3 cards. Oh, this is going to 20 minutes. I hope this will last. I love this reading. Okay, so I did 10. The 11th card. The last 3 cards, what I wanted to do is give you three more cards. So this would be 10, 11, and That's my bad. Hold on. So this would be 11, 12, and 13. The 11th card, okay? 11 is saying to you, it's a master number. It's a number, it's a teacher number. It's a powerful number. And you have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles is saying, be confident in yourself right now in this moment. Find joy in what you need to do or what you're doing, is what the Queen of Pentacles is saying. Be confident, okay? And it's a master number. 11. 11 is a powerful number. It's a master number. It's a teacher number. What have you learned, okay? Now, the Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Coins, okay, it is in the 12th position, and this is knowledge gained from the lessons you've learned, and it's asking you to find some form of inner strength, even though it's a card of keeping, of selfishness, and alone, and really not sharing with others, or the way that you're seen by others is not really how you think you're seen by others. This is asking you to learn the lesson of not being greedy, and just kind of not thinking of self. And, if it's a relationship, woe me, just to really look at the bigger picture. 12 is asking you to look back on your knowledge gained from past relationships or job experiences. And then 13 now is a new ground. It's like you finding new ground. You decreasing any negativity, any karmic, it's a karmic number. So you decreasing any form of negativity. And you have the Four of Swords, okay? And right now it's saying take rest, really take rest right now. And not really worry so much. So if you're in that love relationship and it feels great, don't worry about it. Don't bring that worry energy in it. If it's work, take rest, relax, take a moment to breathe, and then move forward in what it is that you feel that you need to do, to kind of get yourself out of the situation. If it's work and it's, you love it, but it's kind of losing that edge, because most of the reading is showing lessons learned. Like maybe you're redoing something that you shouldn't do. Maybe you're rushing into a love relationship. Just because it's love at the moment doesn't mean that it's great. It could be like, oh, I'm rushing again. Or I mean, if it is a great one, then this reading is saying be communication. Okay, that communication in the third spot is saying communication. So if you'd like to have your own personal reading with me, I do the Celtic spread, but what I do is I add to it. I add the numerology, and I add 3 cards to kind of give you an extra meaning of what you need to do right now. Okay, so I hope you like your reading, and if you like your personal reading, definitely contact me. It will be more clear for you personally. All right, so have a wonderful month, Pisces.